Hey guys, what's going on? Street Trading coming at you with another trade lesson video for everybody looking at an hourly chart of NUE, Nucor Corporation, basic materials sector. Let's get right into it. Looking at an hourly chart here. So, beast mode, beautiful rip to the upside. We had this going into our weekly trade watch list. We had a pretty healthy size watch list going into this week's session. One of the reasons, obviously, SPY came back and reclaimed all-time highs. So obviously the momentum is with the bulls. So obviously on a technical standpoint, NUE has been setting them quite nice for a rip. So we were waiting for it, didn't expect it so early in the week. But like we talk about, despite the size of the list, how we get involved, we have our level set on our chart. We have alerts set for key levels that get taken out, and when these levels get taken out, we are alerted from our software, and then obviously we get involved once things show us what we are needing and wanting to see. So we weren't going into yesterday's session even looking at this. Obviously we had it for the weekly, but pre-market didn't catch our attention, so we had our level set, but we weren't focused on it. That doesn't mean that we weren't ready when and if the time came for price action to prove that our initial thesis was ready to go. And that's why we set our alerts. So we got alerted, we got involved. We actually took a stop on our first entry, and like anything else, guys, a lot of times you're just early. So when you're early, you got one of two things. You take the L, take a step back, get right back in if you're correct, or you withstand the storm. We don't like to withstand the storm. We take the L. We'll take a step back. It's psychologically a better, more of a controlled position. All cash is a position than to wait and hope and pray that things turn around. We don't like that. But it may work for some of you. So it really depends on how you want to attack the market. Anyway, this ended up being a beast of a trade to the upside. Momentum was there. Everything was, behind us. When we got back involved, then it was just off to the races, and it nearly came to our target heading into the week session. So solid trade overall. Obviously, it went to a key level, as you can see on a technical standpoint. We're going to get into details as to where we got involved, how we got stopped out, how we got back in, all the good stuff. So again, cannot stress enough, guys. Plan your trade your plan. If you're early, take the L, get right back in if you're right. It's much safer for your account if you take a small L, take a step back, and get back in instead of having to wait. It's just psychologically, it puts you in a much better position, right? So focus on that. Set your plans, set your alerts, set your levels. If these levels get breached, triggered, your alerts pop off for you on your charting software, get involved, guys. All right? You've already planned for it to happen, even though you weren't focused, like having on one of your screens, depending on how many screens you have. When it triggers, get involved. And this is why we always talk about plotting pre-market levels. When they trigger, you get involved, and when you're ready to go, you put on risk. You've already planned for it, guys, in a state that is more calm before the market is open. So when things are happening during market hours, get involved. Cannot stress this enough. We would have missed pretty significant trade to the upside for us. We would have missed this if we didn't have it alerted. So keep that in mind, guys. Let's get into details how we end up trading this thing to the upside. Let's go.